Coach, Zion's such a unique player.
Yeah.
Do you think, just two-part question, do you think that it makes, because of his unique abilities, it's hard for referees to officiate him? And how much is it sort of him being young and having to learn to play through that as he goes on?
Yeah, I think it's a combination. Like when, like we have three of the top officials in the NCAA tonight, but you still don't see kids like him. He's unique. So sometimes he can do something that would appear to be negative, but it's positive. And in his case, he has to adjust. Like he's learning too. Like he drove too much. And in the post, they come over in what we call baseline red, or trap. And Owen's got one of his shots in the second half. And just part of learning how, when you're a freshman, you haven't really been coached against. Like in high school, someone might hold a ball on you, or box triangle, and two guys on you. So they're learning, he and RJ especially, what really good teams will try to do to take away your strengths. And what that should do is make you better once you learn how to do that. So, yeah, he's just, he made that one flurry where he got fouled. We missed 3 shots and he went up all the time. That's like, well, that's our big time. I mean, he's 18 years old. You all don't understand. Like, we had 3 kids out there who were 18. And what the hell did you do when you were 18? If you're 18 now, you might be playing Fortnite or something like that. You weren't coming up with all those men and getting 3 straight rebounds like that. So he's a natural, and I'm glad he's with us.
I watched you go down the bench at the end of the game, and obviously it's a good performance as a whole. But what were you most happy about in that moment when you go down?
The toughness of a win like this. Like, you can only coach and practice up to a certain point, and experience is the key factor, and we don't have experience. So a lot of this game is not, like, for me, X's and O's. It's psychological. Like, we start out, we're 8-0, and we're boom. And these kids, when they go boom, they think they go boom, boom, boom. And then all of a sudden, they forgot the game plan. And they started driving the ball without moving the defense. And we scored like 3 points then. And so now they go from this extreme to here. And okay, it's not about X's and O's. Like, you guys just did this thing, now what do we do? And same thing at halftime, we haven't hit any shots. We're 0 for 10 from 3. What do you do to bring them along during that time? It's not calling a play. It's what you're trying to do. So my guys did that. They adjusted and adapted, and they listened, and we won. Pretty good. For me, that I like that a lot. That makes me feel really good.
Coach, you mentioned how Tre was in the discussion of the best you guys have had at the point guard spot on the ball defensively. Where does he rank in terms of freshman, in terms of his readiness to be indispensable out of the gate as a freshman?
Well, we've had a few. So, we have a few on this team.
Yeah, at that spot, at point
guard.
At
that spot, his brother, and I haven't had, like, one of the best things, whether I'm coaching the U.S. team or coaching a Duke team, is having the ability to have real-time leadership while the game is going on, and the ability to improvise or make reads that you would make reads after a timeout. Tre gives me the opportunity to do that. He's a godsend for me. He makes, like, I'm so excited about coaching him. It's like coaching. Like in the U.S. team, you have LeBron, Chris Paul. They make real time. A lot of kids, there aren't many who can get their teams to do it. Tre can do that. He's got it. He's got it. And what he did tonight was one of the best performances. I mean, time performance by that kid.
Oh, in the back, please.
Coach, a couple things. First, your thoughts on the way Jared Culver played tonight, and also what Chris Beard has done with this program.
Well, they're good, and they're men. You know, they're old, and that's the other thing for our team. You're playing against 22 and 23-year-old guys. You're 18. It's different, and that's always the thing my teams have to learn now, because we lose guys for the right reasons, but we lose them. For Chris, he had a hell of a team last year, and getting those guys like Mooney, Owens, the development of Culver, and to get them to buy in to that defense. I mean, they play beautiful defense. And they play a lot like, I'm telling you, when I played 50 years ago at Army for a night. And it was tough to score in the middle against us, and there was no three-point shot. We didn't block any shots, but we took a lot of charges, and we weren't as good as them. But it's old school, really good defense. And Culver's the real deal. You know, he's the real deal, because we played our butts off to try to stop him, and we went up and he scored about 5 straight points. That was like a key moment, like, could we come back? Because this kid just put him on his back. Really good player, smooth, really smooth. It'd be interesting what he'd do, like with a true point guard. He's going to be a pro. He's going to be a pro. He's good. It looks like he's a great kid. I don't know, but he looks like he'd be a great kid to coach.
Mike, you talked about Tre's leadership. What about his defense? And maybe when's the last time you had a guy like that on the perimeter that got after it like he does?
Yeah, I probably Duhan. And I know Shire and Nolan Smith are going to say that they didn't, but they didn't like that. And no, it's special, and he's strong. If you move his legs together, it'd be about 6'4". He's so bow-legged, But he's strong, and when he plays, he smiles, like he loves to play defense. So I don't know how many workout guys there are out there teaching the kids around the country how to play defense. They're doing all these rope drills and ball handling and that, but spend a little bit of time on the defense.
Coach, two-parter about RJ. He seemed to be struggling getting the ball in the hoop early on, and then the second half he made adjustments. He was driving more. He scored more often. What do you think of his adjustments within the game and his performance on this stage in Madison Square Garden?
No, I love RJ. RJ's big time, and there are just times where you're not going to be able to score, and he was missing some shots that he normally made, and then they were making him take some shots that were a lot more pressure. I mean, it's a combination, but he had some open looks. And I thought once he was missing, he was, I call it like a gunny sack, or taking the misses with you. And where now you put pressure on yourself to score because you haven't. And you can't do that. And that's what I talked to him about at halftime. I said, you can't do that. We just said, everybody's 0 for 0. Just start off fresh. You're not allowed to try to make up for missed shots. But because he's so conscientious about that and knows what he needs to do, he did. And then he made the adjustment of his pull-ups. He made some big-time plays. And that's after it's not going well. So he's a big, RJ's big time.
Do you think they got those charge calls on Zion right?
That's, you look at the, I'm not, I don't like to talk about officiating. They're three of the best ones. Obviously, we're always going to think something's in our favor and not in their favor, but I never want that to be part of the discussion. But you're, email somebody and tell me what you think.
Coach, how are you?
Especially on Zion's line.
How important do you think it is, Coach, for your kids to see that on a night when you're not shooting great, that team defense could win a game against a really good team?
No, huge. Huge. And guts. Because then we did play good offense. You know, and when it's not going, and Jack White hits that three, that's a big, you know, you look at it, well, he's scored 8 points or whatever the hell he scored. That's a huge shot. It's a huge shot, you know, and so to win a game like we had to win tonight, huge.
We have two more, all the way in the back, please.
Mike, you talked about the uniqueness of Zion for the officials, but you've also spoken about his uniqueness.
Again, somebody brought it up. Don't start saying I'm bringing up the uniqueness of him for officials. I don't want that. Look, God will be bad to you if you. That's not what I'm saying.
Well, my question has nothing to do with the officials.
Okay, but you did say that.
I did.
Unless,
no, you're right. But you have spoken about how he is unique, even relative to the players you've had, which is obviously saying something.
Well, did you see him? He's getting rebounds.
What I wonder is, for you, when there's a player who doesn't necessarily have a defined endpoint, because he's new relative to what the game has seen, what's that challenge been like for you? And
It's not a challenge. It's like an amazing opportunity. Imagine if you were doing these Broadway shows, and all of a sudden you found a singer and a dancer there. Holy mackerel. Now it makes you think, I got to get better. I got to figure this out. That's exciting. It's all, coaching him is all exciting. And besides that, he's a great kid. I thought he really showed his competitiveness at the highest level in these multiple plays and where he got the rebounds. Even on the play, on his 5th foul, you know, he's a winner. I love my guys. They're you know, we only have them for a little bit, but I really love this team. These kids they got something really good.
All right, last question right there.
Not officials.
No, not official.
Right.
Coach,
Are you official?
No, I'm not. How about Cam Reddish? He's gotten off to a slow start. He made some clutch free throws at the end.
Steals.
And steals. You seem to give him some encouragement at the end of the game. I was wondering what
well, again, every kid's in a different growth process. He has not been shooting the ball well, and it's gotten him down. And it's affected other things on how he plays. And tonight it did too. But his first shot, boom, if it, you know, it's right there, and we wanted to shoot it, but it didn't go in, and then he's sitting for a while because Jack's playing well, and now he comes in the game. It's a moment for him. That was probably better for him than going for 20 tonight. When he did what he did after what he didn't do in this game, it means more. It just means more. I was so happy for him, and our guys are so happy. Our guys are happy for each other all the time. I'm lucky. This is not a good group. This is a really great group of kids. All right. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and safe travels. All right.